What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Six Gaming Podcast. Filling in for your host, as always, it's Ron Klee. Shosan ate too much cheese at his Wisconsin Fest last week, so he's out sick.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like 3 weeks in a row that he's leaving us hanging out to dry. We're going to have to talk to him or something. Anyway, we got a quality host with us.
Yes, the very cute koalas.
Dan missed that pun from last week, so we had to get that in on him. So we got Coles.
It's very quality pun for sure.
Quality, very, very much so. And our Gold Goblin.
Hey, what's up, it's Ben.
What you up to?
What am I up to?
Yeah.
I am gold goblining right now.
What's your gold total?
I have 622,797 plus.
I was going to oust you if you weren't over 500,000 this week because my wife would be ahead of you.
No, I honestly I haven't really been doing it carefully. I haven't been doing it consistently.
Got
like
it.
if I had been filling up my queue, making my glyphs, making my enchants, I'd probably be at gold cap by now. But I'm being kind of lazy about it and just reposting the same T-Mog stuff over and over.
Gold Goblining tip of the week: don't be lazy.
Don't be lazy. Can't make gold if you're being lazy.
All right. So we're gonna start off the show as we always do with. That's right. Good news, everyone.
It didn't work.
And this week, well, it hasn't been working.
Oh, well, you should fix it.
I should, except I don't know how. I never broke it. So, anyway, we're gonna start off this
News,
week.
everyone.
Yeah, we'll just let Dan do it.
That was pretty good, actually.
Man of 1,000 voices. So, the big news coming out of the console wars this week is that PlayStation 4 had been dominating the console market, but out of nowhere, Xbox One beat PlayStation in sales this month. How about that?
Nah, I like it better anyway.
I don't. What games are out that make either of them work better than the other, though? Like,
That's what makes it confusing. Is it says despite an uninspiring selection of AAA exclusives so far this year, the Xbox One has managed to top the PS4 in April. So I don't know. The people like the Xbox better.
literally, I'm still playing my Xbox 360, my PS3 more because of the better games selection, at least, than my PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, that's just the confusing thing. Is they're going to get the both of the consoles actually are going to be getting The Witcher 3 this week. So there you have it.
That's exciting.
I don't see anything else here that explains why this might have happened.
Yeah, that's weird. Huh.
The PlayStation 4 had the exclusives. They had the Order 1886, Bloodborne, MLB 15, stuff like that. But no, it's going to Microsoft round. Well, the round for April anyway. That surprised the heck out of me. We don't have our main console guys other than Coles here. I'm sure that Veg and Brox would have a lot to say on this, but there you have it. We also are going to be talking about Windows 10. Now, Windows 10 has a history of adding games to their operating system. Of course, we remember Reversi from Windows 2 and 3. Of course,
best.
they had Minesweeper in Windows 3.1. We all remember they took Maxis's Pinball Space Cadet 3D.
That was fun.
Well, Windows 10
Nope.
is getting Candy
No.
Crush Saga.
Is there a way to, like...
Can you uninstall it, or is it bloatware?
Microsoft calls automatic install of the game, quote, an added bonus. Now this article's on Ars Technica, and the headline says, "Humanity weeps as Candy Crush Saga comes pre-installed."
I won't
Why?
lie. It's the same kind of like Minesweeper, except for the fact that the later levels are super like pay to win.
Oh, they're totally pay to win.
It's a fun game. It's a time killer. I understand why they're doing it, especially because I'm sure King paid them a buttload of money to put it on there.
No kidding. And King has a buttload of
Yeah.
They sold their company for what, 2.1 billion at one point. I mean, it's just crazy. So I'm thinking of Supercell, but so Solely believes that this is going to be the dawn of the Mac age as a result.
No.
Everyone's gonna get rid of their Windows PC. Replace them with Macs. Maybe not anytime soon for me, but
I'll just stay on my Windows 7.
yeah,
Yep. I think they're going to have a hard time getting people off 7.
it'll be a while. 10, they're saying that 10's going to be really good, but they also said 8 was going to be really good, and you saw it happen with 8.
Yeah. What happened to 9?
It was 8.1.
7, 8, 9.
Oh my god. I work in an elementary school, and I told, like, the kids asked me to count to 10, and I said that joke. They were so confused.
Oh, man.
Wow. By the way, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but so you know why everything ran so slow, like during the 2000s, right?
Why?
Because they released 3 versions of Windows: CE, ME, NT.
Windows Cement.
Nice.
Very good. Awesome. Yeah, one of the actual reasons that they may not have named it Windows 9 is because there's a lot of code out there that looks for operating system starts with Windows 9 for Windows 95, Windows 98. They didn't want Windows 9 to get caught up in it, so they skipped it and went straight to 10.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's true, but that's one of the things, more reasonable reasons that I heard.
That makes more logical sense than anything.
Should have called it Windows X.
Because that hasn't been done ever. But anyway, moving on, we're going to jump into Blizzard news. We're kind of light on news today. I didn't see a whole lot of interesting stuff out there, but what is interesting, of course, is the fact that there's a conspiracy going on in Sanctuary.
Dun, dun, dun.
What could this be?
I don't know. What could it possibly be?
It's definitely a lie, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It can't be real.
No. Yeah, it could be.
Oh, hey, I just made 15,000 gold. So
Congratulations.
whatever I was plus 15,000.
You're moving on up.
Hey, okay. Have you seen the teaser trailer for this event, Ron?
There was a teaser for this?
Yes, and it was probably the best pun video I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, now I gotta watch that.
Where is
Yeah,
this?
I'll post it. Let me grab it.
Yeah, definitely post this. I'll add this to our page at facebook.com/6gaminggg. Of course, we plug the page all the time.
I just watched the Vacation, the new Vacation trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that?
What's this?
Like Vacation, like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh no.
They're making a new one.
Oh no.
No, but it's gonna be awesome. It's Ed Helms and Christina Applegate. Ed Helms is Rusty, grown up. It's got Chevy Chase in it as like the grandpa, basically.
This sounds like it's gonna be awful.
No, like right at the beginning, they say something about, he's like, my vacation to Wally World was my greatest memory as a child. And then his kid's like, I never even heard about this first vacation. He's like, it's okay. This vacation will stand on its own. Like it's completely self-referential. I think it's be good.
Anyway, you have that video.
Yeah. Oops, I just posted it. Yeah, I posted it.
He's got it. All right. So he actually posted it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. So apparently there's a 3rd anniversary secret cow level teaser. Secret cow level? There is no cow level.
There is no cow level. Hey, I actually can't see this. Oh, Diablo. Okay, anniversary sale. I had a friend who was wanting to play, so I'm looking to see if the game's on sale.
Oh, yeah.
33% off merchandise.
Yeah, it's just the merchandise, I think. I
Not the game.
don't think the game is actually on sale. But anyway,
Lame.
I don't know. You guys will have to explore adventure mode in Diablo 3 to figure out what's going on. I heard something was happening, but
Have you seen it with your own eyes?
I have. It's kind of funny because there's a portal and there's a disclaimer on the portal.
Yes.
When you mouse over it, it's funny as hell. So definitely check it out. You might
partial
find some
nudity.
This
Yeah.
event is going on through the end of next week, the 22nd. So you got plenty of time to go check that out. In Heroes of the Storm, we're going to have a World Championship. It's going to be, of course, at
Hooray.
BlizzCon. That'll be taking place. They'll have 8 teams going to BlizzCon. There'll be 2 from the Americas, 2 from Europe, 2 from China, and then 1 each from Korea and Taiwan.
Why only one from Korea? We all know who's going to win.
Well, they only need 1 team to win.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Fair
Let the rest of the world send whoever they want.
enough.
Watch Korea knock them down. So, yeah, they got they have like a China professional league. OGN's going to be getting involved as well. It's kind of interesting. The Americas have a North American Championship, Latin America, Southeast Asia is going to be included in that, as well as Australia and New Zealand. So, out of those 4, you're only going to get 2 teams. So,
Interesting.
kind of interesting how that's going to work. It's
New
going to be
Zealand's definitely going to win.
It's 8 teams. There will be in group stages. There will be a group stage that will eliminate half the teams, and then there'll be a single elimination bracket for the finals.
Now, do they play like best of 3s, best of 5s?
It doesn't say.
No.
I would imagine, since this is BlizzCon, that there may only be 1 game. I think it would be completely stupid if it was only 1 game.
Yeah. Especially with different maps.
But I mean, BlizzCon. I mean, it's StarCraft. They do it. They'll play best of 3. Or maybe
Championships best of 7.
Championships.
StarCraft.
Is that a new thing?
No, it's been that way for a long time.
Not at BlizzCon.
Should have been.
Yeah, it hasn't been. So anyway, $1.2 million in total cash and prizes, including $500,000 at BlizzCon itself. The World Championship team will walk away with $200,000. And there you have it. November 6th and 7th in Anaheim, California. All right. And like I said, I mean, have you guys heard any good Blizzard news other than that? Not a whole lot going on in WoW,
There was-
StarCraft.
Fun fact for shows ban. They came out with a statement saying they banned over 100,000 accounts with 6-month bans.
Yes, and we're gonna get to that in our roundtable today,
Okay.
because I do have something to discuss for that, but I won't get ahead of myself just yet. But that's where we're going to be going a little later on. So anyway, over in League of Legends, Dan.
No, we got some tea.
Oh, no scotch today. Are you feeling well?
No, but
Yeah,
I'm here.
feeling
I also lost my voice last night.
Awesome. Which one? You have 1,000 voices.
The normal one. That unfortunately Tony Allen was not playing and Tim Curry was playing a lot. So
Yes. He was playing from 62 feet out. What I saw.
yeah, that was an impressive shot that he shouldn't have been able to make because he should have been called for foul.
Right. So anyway, League of Legends. Of course, we got the 5.9 patch rolling out this week. Ashe gets a rework, and that Lux skin though. I can't wait till that goes on sale.
Is it? I don't know if it's up yet.
It's not on sale yet, no,
No.
but it's supposed to be with 5.9 at some point. So, but they did have the Samsung white skins out. I think it's really cool what they did with Twitch with his laugh,
Back animation.
his rolling in the grass.
Yeah, it's his back.
Oh, that's his back? Yeah, I thought it was his laugh. But yeah, that's kind of cool. But most importantly, of course, the mid-season invitational finished up last Sunday. I believe, Coles, you had it 3-0
SKT.
SKT. Veg had it 3-1 SKT. I had it 3-2 Edward Gaming, and you guys suck for all your fantasy success. Yeah, bitches. Edward Gaming walked away with the championship, winning 3-2.
Did you hear what China did? So
What they do?
when they came back to China, they each won like $150,000
Uh-huh.
for sponsors and stuff. Their teams doubled it.
Oh my God.
Just gave them all money, and everybody in the LPL got like random gifts of money and stuff. It was weird. It was just
China
weird.
finally defeated
Yeah.
Korea at a major event.
all
So
this money to throw around.
yeah, and it was an interesting series too. I mean, it seemed to be pretty back and forth, but that last game, uh, they just got the slightest of leads early and just ran away with it. So they tried to put in Faker at the end because they had Easy Hoon playing for a while. But
Then Yehun went on tilt.
yeah, they did. So
Then Faker played LeBlanc and got his first loss in LeBlanc.
that was just crazy, and it wasn't, and it was again another case of Faker not playing badly.
Yeah, Faker was doing like amazing. He had Majais trying to just snowball anything he could.
And that was at a 20 stack at one point.
Yeah.
They had pointed out that his Majais was fully stacked at one point, which is just awesome. And then he got killed in team fights every once in a while, and Edward took over. So it's great.
It's hard to 1v5 at the pro scene.
So excellent. All right. And spring split begins when? I think it's
The
week
spring split?
or the summer split rather.
Oh, yeah, it's like Thursday, 28th,
Thursday the 28th.
I want to say.
Yeah, and of course the European split starts off first. Give me 1 second. I am fixing a microphone issue. If I remember how to do this. I don't know if I do. There we go. All right, cool. Excellent. So that does it for our news. I mean, like I said, it was very fast this week. We didn't have a whole lot, but hopefully we've been playing a lot of games.
Yes, lots and lots of games.
Coles, what have you been playing?
So I started my Diablo 3 Season 3 tune on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
You just started it?
Yeah. Now Paragon 187.
Wait.
So
Weren't you
seriously.
playing with us?
Nope.
No, that
was
was
last
show.
season.
That's right.
Yeah, I started. So I got a monk. And Garen the monk. He does like no damage, but he doesn't die. So I guess it's fine.
That's pretty much how it starts off. You basically need to get a full set before you really are doing anything.
Yeah, and I've been trying. I spent like I don't know how many blood shards get legendary pants that just won't come. But
Have you been playing public games?
yes,
Pretty much exclusively,
get
yeah.
carried.
Oh yeah. You don't get to Paragon 187 with no gear without
Right.
getting
Yeah, I
carried.
just sit behind the barbarians that twirl around in circles.
Yep. Spin
Well, my
away.
games have been like all wizards,
Really? I
Yeah.
have been all barbarians.
which is kind of funny because I am a wizard. Harry.
I end up. I'm wondering if Coles, what class are you?
Monk.
I've noticed as a barbarian, I get a lot of barbarians, and as a demon hunter, I get a lot of demon hunters. So I'm wondering if they pair you with your own class, like to loot share or something.
Very rarely see other monks, which is kind of sad. I wish.
I almost see no witch doctors and very few crusaders.
I don't see witch doctors at
Well,
all.
that's what I've heard. Is witch doctors and crusaders have kind of fallen out of favor for now.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
seen any witch doctors at all.
Yeah.
The only witch doctors I ever see are people looking for Z DPS witch doctors for high level rifts.
And of course, witch doctors don't want to do that. So.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then played this game that was the most rage-inducing game ever made. It's called Agario, and it's a browser game. Super basic. You start off as a little circle. You eat other circles to get bigger.
So it's Osmos.
Kind
Kind of. But so you eat the little circles to get bigger. But then there's these other players that are humongous circles. And they come down and try to eat you. But since you're littler, you run faster. So you think you're getting away, and you're like, oh, I'm so much faster than this guy. All of a sudden, all you see is just like cell divides and eats you. And then you just sort of sad panda for the rest of the day.
it's such a troll.
It is. They're so mean. It's
What
And then
game is
they
this?
Agario.
Yeah, the website-
AGAR.io.
agar.io. It's a web-based browser game, but there's like dozens of people playing at the same time, and yeah, good luck trying to kill the big people.
I got to first place. And then I was
Whoa.
immediately shot by saw blades.
Saw blades,
So you know how there's little circles with spikes on them that are
Uh-huh.
not players?
right?
When you're big enough, you can shoot pieces of yourself into those to make
Uh-huh.
them duplicate and shoot at different directions. And that's how you get the big guys to die. It's because you can make these saw blades shoot off.
There's a swastika guy following me.
Oh
Yeah. There's Earth, there's China, there's Thorn's Ego, if you know who Thorn is. Big legend.
Oh man.
Just hilarious names out there. But, yeah, it's the most rage-inducing game. You think you're doing great, and then some guy just has to be a jerk face and destroy you.
Yeah, it is pretty rage-inducing. I was playing it for a while the other day. I'm playing it right now, actually.
Oh my god.
There's so many big people in here. It's like, oh, I don't really want to do it. Here's a small guy. I'm gonna try to get the small guy. Oh no!
Ron, are you playing on US West?
No, I just got eaten. I'm really bad at this game.
Anyway.
Agario. It's a interesting game.
Yes.
Anything else?
A little bit of Hearthstone, a little bit of League of Legends, a little bit of WoW.
How you doing on Hearthstone?
I think I'm only like ranked 9.
Oh, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I just got eated.
I don't have enough money for the BlackRock deck, so I just stare at the people that have the cards. I'm like, oh, jelly.
Yeah, those cards are ticking me off, man.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yes, cards.
Anyway, I'll get to that a little later. Dan, what you got this week?
I have been playing Dark Souls, which is another rage-inducing game. But Brox mentioned it a week or two ago, and it seemed. I mean, I've had it for a while, and I just never played it. So I'm trying again. It's fun, but it's rage-inducing.
Yeah, it is.
And
the whole death aspect of it is like.
It's kind of unfair, but it's a fair unfair. Like, you don't know. There's a GIF that kind of shows it off, and I think I'll post it later. But it's like basically there's a skeleton shooting bows or arrows at you, and you're blocking them. You run up to kill the skeleton, and another skeleton comes out of an alcove and kicks you off a ledge.
Whee!
Like, it's once you figure out where guys are and how to beat things, it gets easier. But each time you enter a new area, it's particularly difficult.
Yeah, because I would imagine that you don't know what traps to expect, and
right, there's traps all over the place. And I've also been playing the StarCraft 2 campaign that I never played before. So
StarCraft 2. Have you ever played StarCraft before at all?
Yeah, I mean, I played my way through the first StarCraft and Brood War,
right.
And I have owned StarCraft 2 for quite a while, and just never played it. I don't know, I was playing other stuff. So,
have you played Veg yet?
I'm not going to play Veg.
No one plays Veg.
I never see Veg on.
The main way I used to play the original StarCraft, and I would either pool rush people. I'd just Zergling rush them, which is like super lame, or I'd play use map settings games, which I enjoyed playing.
Use map settings.
So those were like basically player created maps, and you could kind of like script them. So people made, for example, one was called Evolve, and you'd start off with you'd have a bunker with guys in it, and every second or something, 4 Zerglings would spawn. And as you killed other people's creatures, you got points. And every like 100 points or 500 points or something, your Zerglings would turn into Hydralisks, and then they'd turn into Ultralisks, and then they'd turn into Marines, and they'd turn into Ghosts. And they'd like, you just go through each unit in the game until finally you had like battle cruisers or carriers or whatever. And people came up with these certain tactics, like you would have one guy patrol back and forth, and as he went back and forth, he would this is for mostly flying units, like you'd have a Mutalisk going back and forth, and as your Mutalisk spawned, you'd have them follow that first one, and that first one would just drag this giant cloud of Mutalisks like over to another person's base. There were other ones called God versus the Devil, and so like 3 or 4 players would be like.
Isn't that like Diablo 3?
It's like Diablo 3, but you'd have like a couple players playing like a normal game of StarCraft, like the top versus the bottom of the map, and there'd be one player at the top of the map, one player at the bottom of the map that had all these, like they could give people minerals, they could give people units, they could give people like certain special powers, but that was fueled by deaths done by your players that were on your team, basically. So like you could grant them stuff, but they'd have to kill enemies for you to have the power to grant them stuff.
It's kind of neat.
It was just like
snowball a game pretty quick.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was fun levels that people had created to, do whatever. So.
I remember playing one game on the StarCraft where you're on 4 versus 4, but you can only build one unit, and it's random what unit you can build. So if someone get just all oracles, your team is kind of screwed. But I mean, sometimes you got all marines, all battle cruisers. It was just fun, kind of, mess around with those kind of modes.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. But yeah, it's kind of funny because I have played with Veg before, but not against Veg.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you exactly how that would go.
I don't hate myself that much. I'd rather play Dark.
I like playing with Veg, though, because he's very strong at the early game, and what I do is I just go straight for battle cruisers. So he'll play this big defense, and then I'll just come out with like 15, 20 battle cruisers, and then just wreck everything.
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
It's kind of fun. So anyway, that's StarCraft. Anything else this week?
That's it for me.
That's it. All right. So, I don't have a whole lot new to add from what you guys have been saying. Of course, playing a lot of Diablo 3. I actually got my wife playing again. We power leveled her up to 70, I think, on Thursday, and then Friday we started gearing her up a bit. So she's doing pretty good on her Demon Hunter. She got all legendaries finally for the first time. So she'll be able to knock some demons around pretty good. I had this one Hearthstone game, and I've got to talk about this one because I was playing Rexxar versus Malfurion, and Malfurion's deck was basically designed to make your opponent draw as much as possible. So, like, there were death rattles that made you draw. There were things that was like both players draw X cards, stuff like that. A lot of things, and I was drawing a lot of cards. So he had a pretty strong deck. But because I was drawing so many cards, I was able to counter him a lot. And it got to the end of the game, and I was down to 9 health. He was somewhere in the teens, but I had 6 minions out, including a couple of taunt cards that he couldn't really do a whole lot with. But he had, and I think it's, I don't think it's, is it Ragnaros? The 8/8 minion that does 8 damage randomly at the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's Ragnaros.
Ragnaros? So he had Ragnaros down, and I was ignoring Ragnaros because, he's not taunt, he doesn't attack a specific target, and so it was my turn, and I drew my final card. I had no cards left, but I had a massive amount of minions out of cards in my hand that I could still play. I probably could play for like 3 or 4 more turns, and I played my turn, and he goes, and he couldn't do anything. He played like 2 small minions, and he ends his turn, and I had 9 health. 6 minions out. Ragnaros, with his 1 in 7 chance, hits my champion for 8 points. And, of course, I draw nothing for 1 damage. And that was the end of the game. It was so sad. I was so upset over that game. I was like, I could have won it within a couple of turns easily. So, because he was out of cards. He was out of cards, too. It's like, it was so frustrating. So. But I did win a couple others, but just trying to. Like I said, I just play on lunch every day at work, so it's not like I'm playing a whole lot. But I'm playing enough to have fun with it. Descent, of course, still playing a lot of DCL games. We had I'm in a 2-on-2 tournament, so I got this my partner from Japan. We were playing, and we beat a team last night by the score of 60-6.
Wow.
It was pretty stompy. Both of our other games in the tournament had been pretty close up to that point, but that was a bit much. it's just insane how different some skill levels can be.
Did you
in
get
that
to
game.
silver yet?
No, but I'm still top bronze. I did beat a silver pilot.
Oh.
So I imagine if I keep beating this guy, I beat him like 20-9. Imagine if I keep beating this guy, that eventually I'll become silver. I also noticed that there was another silver player that showed up that I've beaten before, so I'm going to try to play him a little bit more often. So maybe at some point the algorithm will recognize, hey, this guy actually doesn't suck. Let's bump him up. But I've actually got a fairly decent record right now. It's my overall record this season so far is 26-22, which is pretty
That's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, but anyway, also been doing League of Legends. Played with Veg last week for 3 games. We lost our first 2 games. I was playing a Morgana support with a terrible ADC, and then I played Lux for 2 games, and first game was kind of iffy, but the second game did all right. So I ended up winning 1 game. Since I was at 0 league points, that's the best time to lose games. So I lost 2 games at 0 league points, and then won 1, and now I have 26 points. So it's like, it's almost like gaming the system. It seems to me. Kind of feels like that. You kind of lose a little bit when you can't lose anything.
If you think about it, you have to win
Sorry, go
3
ahead.
out of 4 games to get promoted to begin. So
Yeah.
kind of evens out.
So, like a sort of game news that I hadn't remembered. So we discussed Pillars of Eternity a little bit. It was a kickstarted RPG that's kind of in the vein of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, was that the one that got trolled?
Got trolled?
Yes. Is that the Kickstarter that failed the last day?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
They launched. I mean, the game launched.
Anyway. Okay.
But what happened was this week they announced that they're going to have Pillars of Eternity Enhanced Edition.
Uh-huh.
And they are redoing a bunch of textures. They're reworking a bunch of quests. They're changing parts of the storyline. They're adding a whole bunch of shit. And it is completely free for everyone who already owns the game. And I think it's going to be the same price for everyone who doesn't already own the game.
Yeah, I can't find anything on Enhanced Edition.
I'm almost positive that's the game that was.
I'm seeing like Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. But it's like
special.
in honor of Pillars of Eternity.
Luxembourg is huge.
What's that, Coles?
So you're
Deluxe
playing
edition.
the Arigario and shit, but
Interesting.
yeah.
I'll have to see. It was announced earlier this week.
Yeah, check that out. See if you can't find it.
Yeah.
One of the other games that I've been doing, and this one is interesting because I've had I've been watching one of the guys on my Twitch feed say that he's been playing this game called Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I actually ended up picking that up on Steam. And this is a pretty fun game. It's kind of like DDR meets roguelike. You have to play it with the music, and if you don't move on the beat, you'll like lose a multiplier or stuff like that. And it's a pretty neat game. It's definitely worth checking out. It's like $15 on Steam, but it's a lot of fun.
I was wrong. It was Divinity Original Sin, which is a different RPG.
Aha.
Divinity's fun.
Both of them are very good RPGs. But Divinity,
that one I can find. So.
Yeah, Divinity Enhanced Edition.
So, excellent. All right, and then the last game that I'm going to talk about here is, of course, doing a lot of World of Warcraft. We got Operator down on Heroic, so that's our 4th one. But
Nice.
on Thursday, we found out that our raid leader got served with a 6-month ban.
Uh-oh.
Good.
Yeah, so it's I talked to him a little bit after he said that he wasn't going to be back until November, and he said, "Oh, I hadn't used my bot for a month." I'm like, "You idiot! You used a bot."
At all.
Yeah, right. So
What do you even bought in WoW nowadays?
Honor. Honor Buddy.
Why? Why?
I think we talked about Honor Buddy. Maybe not on the podcast, but like beforehand or something.
What was it? I have no idea.
It's
Unless you're
it's
doing
something
gathering.
It's something called Honor Buddy. It's obviously Blizzard kicks you for using it, and I mean they've banned a whole bunch of people for using it. So it's like you try to use it, you get wrecked now.
Yeah,
So,
but what's it even do? It just gets you
Um,
honored by fighting in the arena or something?
it's someone I don't remember exactly. I think it was. I don't remember who was explaining it to me. It's just basically it does a lot of actions for you without you doing them. It's a bot.
Sure. Well, yeah.
That's what a bot
like,
does.
And it gathers honor for you?
You play the character, but it's basically automating the pressing of the buttons, which is not allowed by Blizzard.
But to do what? Like, while you're in PvP?
Yeah,
Or-
while you're PvP.
Okay.
So you'll have a better chance of winning. But
Gotcha.
apparently it was a very, very well used, bot, and a lot of people in PvP were using it, which could be evidenced by the fact that the scores in the arena were down this season. So, yeah, it's kind of
Interesting.
but he admitted to me that he used it, so yeah, I thought he deserves the ban. I'm sorry. Anyway, but this leads in nicely to the next segment, which is our roundtable discussion. And this week's topic for the roundtable. Now, we also know someone else that's been banned from World of Warcraft supposedly for botting.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of people saying that, and then with this round of botting, I've noticed a lot more people saying that we haven't been botting and we got banned. And I read somewhere, I think it was on the Blizzard Watch, where they said, "Am I willing to accept a little bit of collateral damage to get these botters banned?" Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think it's okay to have people like Shosan who don't even play that much?
I think there needs to be a better system for appealing and hopefully proving that you weren't botting, because collateral damage means taking people's money, basically. I mean,
That's what it amounts to, yeah.
I mean, in IKEA, it was always like, once you buy your credits, we guarantee that your credits retain the value of the credits. However, if you do something stupid with them, or if you do something stupid with your character and lose your character, then that's tough shit for you.
Yeah.
But you were always able to appeal it. You can never lose investment without some kind of real serious appeal.
Mhm.
We got Sympactico Squirrel 1 in chat saying botters shouldn't be banned. Also having said that he uses a bunch of bots for leveling, raiding, and dungeons, apparently. So, yeah, I
Coles is laughing.
collateral damage means your actual players that have paid money losing the ability to play your game, which I don't think that's acceptable.
Right. And case in point, one of the things that Show mentioned was that they wouldn't even tell him what he did to get banned.
Yeah. Which I understand that also, like, because if you tell a person who's banned for actually botting, then it helps them understand how to not get banned next time.
Right.
But still bot.
Yeah, but I can see that. But I mean, it kind of sucks in Show's case because he can't really do a whole lot to refute what they're saying he did, because they're
Right.
not saying what he did. They're just turning off his account.
Yep.
So it's of course, World of Warcraft, they have millions of people subscribed to the game. They're making a ton of money off this. And I imagine that from the business perspective, something like this is okay. But I mean, how many times are they going to go through this and end up banning people like Show?
Yeah.
It's It's I don't know. I don't know if I can say I exactly agree with their methodology here. I guess I can agree with your statement that the appealing can be better because Show obviously wasn't, yeah, didn't get very far when he was appealing it. So, um,
Yeah, but Blizzard's been putting the smackdown lately with all the vanilla server streamers,
uh,
EMCA, all them, been banning bots.
well, what's the DCMA?
DCMA. So there's about 25 um, vanilla server streamers have been streaming the server called Astralios or whatever, and
Oh.
they're doing it on Twitch.
Uh-huh.
Well, all of a sudden they all got taken down at the exact same time,
Okay.
and Twitch sent them a message, all 25 of them, saying Blizzard has issued a DCMA takedown of this broadcast, and then banned them all.
All right.
So,
That
I mean, Blizzard's always said don't do it, but I mean, they've really stuck it to them this time.
yeah, I mean that's within their right because that's
Yeah.
them ripping off their game pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean that's something else entirely. I think.
Yeah.
This is just people that go along doing their business every day, and all of a sudden they can't. So,
Right.
I don't know. It's and of course we had a similar issue last summer, Coles, with you and Riot Games.
Oh yeah, when Riot decided to ban a bunch of people for supposedly power boosting and stuff.
Yeah, and
I
yeah,
got banned.
they
Lost all my ranked rewards.
and of course that was at a time when he was flipping internet service providers like Druid Change Forms.
Yeah, I went through like 3 of them in a week and a half span for moving around and stuff.
Yeah, that apparently triggered some kind of flag with Riot Games, and um, again, it's another case where the appeals process didn't really help him out.
No, they're just like, if you got proof, we can't really tell you what kind of proof to come up with, but whatever.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, I thought sounds like we all feel that the botting generally is not a something that should be done, but those that get caught doing nothing need a better way of being able to get out of the ban, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think that's just about going to do it here. It's a pretty short week, but not a whole lot going on in the gaming world this week. So, any closing statements, Dan? You got anything?
Now we got Simpatico Squirrels also saying that we're Blizzard fanboys, and just to speak to that, the part where we started this podcast as members of a WoW guild, so a lot of our gaming is Blizzard, so that's why we talk about it quite a lot.
And it is, and it's like I don't agree with everything that they do, but I definitely don't like the botters. I thought I've dealt with the botters before, like Wintergrasp. Remember how bad the mining botters were in Wintergrasp?
Oh,
It was bad.
yeah,
That affected the
all
game pretty
North
hard.
friends. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I like Blizzard's games. I mean, I'm not even currently subscribed to World of Warcraft right now, so I'm not exactly a Blizzard fanboy, but they do make good games, and nobody can really deny that they have successful games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have. They definitely have success. That's for sure. But, yeah. Anything else, Dan?
No.
Coles, any quality jokes?
I don't know. I can't think of.
Poor Dan. Dan's like, can we just get this over with?
I don't know. I don't want to echo any of the jokes from made. So
That you're stretching for that one.
speaking
I
of,
think
that,
I may be the only person in the world that got that.
no, there's like how many League of Legends players out there? Oh.
Yeah, but we weren't even talking about that.
Yeah, but it's Echo. Everything's Echo.
Yeah, Echo's kind of cool. So anyway, we're gonna cut it off here. Hopefully, we'll get Shosan back next week. Who knows what he's been up to? So until next time, for the Six Gaming Podcast, I'm Ron.
I'm Bev.
And I'm the cute quality Coles, the koala.
Wow.
There's a lot of koalas in there.
And yeah, until next week. See you. Bye.